Hey everybody, welcome to the Ape Well. We have an exciting stream ahead of us today. In a little bit, we're going to be playing a game called Sweep or Sell, where we look through the top 10 projects on OpenSea, and our panel of Degens gives their thoughts on the projects. We do this every Monday at 1 p.m. Central, and are super glad to have you guys here with us. I'm Paper Ape. Joining me, as always, are my two co-hosts. First, we got the AR VR mogul himself, Tytropolis. How's it going, Ty?
Hey, GM Paper. What's up, Kaizen? Happy Monday, fellas.
Happy Monday indeed. And then, yes, we do have Kaizen, the Degen King. Honestly, we got a rebranding on our hands. Former Ape, now rocking the CryptoPunk. Kaizen, how you doing?
I'm good, Jim, you guys. Hey, I'm gonna still claim the apes, man. I still got my mutant, but definitely repping the punks as the PFP.
Yeah, so tell us about it. What all went down from excelling your ape to getting to where you are now?
Man, so it was really a tough decision, but I think the biggest thing about it, man, gosh, I don't even know where to start, but it was time to move the ape. And so really how it went down, man, is I did the tactic where you trade somebody, they add some ETH to get you that difference. It's so hard to get like the full value for something in this market. So that's kind of the degen tip of kind of how I played it. So I made that flip, I did the trade, and then I basically floored the other ape that I got. Even though I kind of liked it, I just wanted to have some ETH, and I aped into the punks again. So I have a second punk, and man, right now in the DMs, I'm like working on a deal right now to move that one. So hopefully next week, man, I'll have the updates on what that new move is going to be. But long term, man, I'm going to be back in the apes, but I just see some really good opportunities right now that I think will get me a little more ETH to play with.
Totally. And that NF stuff is happening pretty soon too, right? Because I know you got one of those chains.
Yeah, that's, man, and I think in 2 days they're going to send a preview of what it's supposed to look like, and I've seen 2 of them. I really like the way they look, so it's crazy, but we'll still have to wait until February until we get those in hand.
That's awesome. I've been seeing some of those previews pop up on the timeline over the past day or two. So also, CryptoPunks are at the top of the OpenSea volume for 24 hours, so it seems like there's still a lot of attention going on over there. So yeah, it seems like you're making some solid moves over there. Ty, how about you? Have you been degenning since we last saw you last Monday?
You know, to be honest, it's been kind of a quiet week. I've just been tracking our boy Kaizen over here, making these God mode moves, 2 punks. I told him yesterday he's transcending. And there's a reason why this man is winning sweep or sell every week. That's for sure.
Yo, I appreciate that, man. That means a lot coming from you, bro. I appreciate that.
Hell yeah. I mean, I would not be somebody who is a Kaizen fader, especially after seeing our track records on this. Honestly, I need to start copy trading y'all. That's for sure.
Man, I'll drop some alpha for you guys in a couple hours, and I think it'll pay off. If you guys want to copy trade me on this, I think it'll be worth it.
I'm gonna have to start watching that wallet address.
Hell yeah, come on. Yeah, you'll have to disregard about half the moves, but the ones that pan out are worth it.
That's how it's done. One good move covers all the bad ones, right?
Yeah, that's it, right? Especially in this game, damn.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're moving some weight on those trades, so I'm hoping I got enough dry powder to copy you on some of those. But
no,
yeah, go ahead.
I'll say get about 5 ETH, man, and you'll be in a good spot. So,
all right, I think I might know what you're talking about. Is it on the top 10 in OpenSea right now, or is it like just a little bit outside?
I think it's a little bit outside.
Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about, but we can get into that later. I was gonna say, you've been moving a ton of weight on NFTs. Obviously, you sold the ape, you bought CryptoPunks. You had a pretty solid airdrop from Blur.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that, man. I'm already thinking about how I'm gonna dump that. I've got over 150 boxes, I think, and only 2 legendaries. I was a little disappointed in that, but the way I played the last big airdrop, man, was I just dumped half of it right away, and I tried to hold the rest of it and just kind of keep having it. So I think that's what I'm gonna do here, man. We have what is it, until February until that actually happens? Is that right? No,
I believe
January.
January we can open.
Yeah, January. So, what are you guys thinking? How are you guys gonna play your blur?
I'm probably gonna try to sell as soon as I can sell. If you guys read my Vision Decks article, I pretty much outlined my trading strategy on these. I'm gonna try to maximize the airdrop. So listing stuff over the next few months and just doing trades while it's free. Yeah, and just trying to maximize that for the January airdrop. What about you, Ty?
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at it the same way. I'm going to try to take advantage of the benefits while I can, but I think January is an interesting tactic to try to keep people engaged with the platform so you can take advantage of that airdrop. It's got a lot of looks rare vibes to me just across the board. So we'll see how it pans out. I do like some of the features on the platform. I don't want to fully fade it. And there's obviously some drama going on right now with some of the investments, some of the backers, aka B, and the due diligence. But at the end of the day, I feel like Degens are going to degen. And if there's a tool that allows them to make better decisions or guesses, they'll probably take it. So yeah, I'm fucking around with it, but I am gonna most likely sell as soon as I can and just get out, take a little bit of the freebie money and stick it somewhere I feel a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, I think that's the safe thing, just to kind of secure some profits as soon as you can and really just see where it goes. Because we all know long term on these airdrops, it usually ends up going downwards. So yeah, I think that's a solid strategy. How about you, Kaizen? Are you trying to play it similar to us?
Yeah, I think you guys are on it. I mean, I haven't fully fleshed out a plan for these listings. Like, I did sell a lot of stuff to be able to make these moves. So I mean, I don't know. There's not a lot left that I think I can list and get decent rewards for. But I'm gonna try and play that game. But as far as the token itself, man, I'm gonna, like I said, probably sell half of it and just wait and just try and time it, man. If memory serves, I feel like a lot of these tokens like have a moment, and maybe it's within the first like 24 or 48 hours. So, you know, if you can get out right away and then kind of try and sell the top in that little 2-day window, that's what I think I'm gonna try and do.
Yeah, that's a good strat. Maybe like sell portion out a few, some percentage of tokens to sell for each of the first few days. Might be another interesting strategy to try. Instead of just like try catching the top, maybe just like average those sells in. What do you think about that? I might try doing that.
I like that, man. And I did that with one of them. I think it was the one that landed on Christmas. Was that SOS? I don't remember, but I got rid of it all on like 4 cells, and the first 3 cells I just halved it, and then the 4th cell I just dumped whatever was left. But I remember I did pretty well. Like, I did better than I would have if I just dumped it all.
Yeah,
but
the
halving mechanism just makes it like super quick, right? So you don't have to sit down and do a lot of calculating. It's just like, okay, I like this price, 50% sell, gone.
Yeah, that's why I love dealing with percentages rather than just trying to like target arbitrary numbers.
Yeah. But man, we're due. I'm so glad that they did this drop, man. I think it does feel a little more bullish. Like, there's obviously some other factors going on, but the airdrop is what we've been all waiting for.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's airdrop season. We're still waiting on MetaMask. I know Arbitrum said they were going to have an airdrop coming out too. There's some stuff on the horizon. I'm just hoping it happens sooner rather than later. At least we know that this stuff's coming out in January.
Yeah, at least we got a solid date on it. You know what I mean? Because that, like you said, that Arbitrum airdrop, my bad, Kaizen, that Arbitrum airdrop is like just been in limbo for so long.
Right. I think they announced that over the summer, and we're like putting together all these different events that you could do to maximize and just like increase the amount you're going to get from that airdrop. But, you know, we haven't heard anything about it since then. So I'm hoping that's coming up pretty soon too. And I guess, honestly, I think a lot of the reason why Blur is postponing this stuff until January is for tax reasons. So people don't just like get a bunch of stuff added to their tax bill right at the end of the year.
That's interesting. If that's really the case, that's pretty legit.
Yeah, and I mean, I haven't thought through that very much, but that's how I feel like a lot of people trade when it comes to the end of the year. Like you're either tax loss harvesting or, I mean, it's usually tax loss harvesting.
Yeah, and that's a smart way to play it, man. If you have a chance to, if you like a collection, obviously it's going to be hard with your main PFP, but if you like a collection, man, and you're taking an L from buying the top, yeah, sell it, get what you can, and then buy back in on the floor. And yeah, you're still in the collection. You've harvested the tax losses, and I mean that's really the game that we're playing is making money.
Absolutely. And we're gonna have a lot more of content coming out along the topic of Blur and some of these other stuff that are gonna have everybody's attention. So hopefully we can get some of that word out there and get some of the details shared with you guys before it gets to the point of like, all right, it's happening today, just so you guys can be prepared ahead of time. But anyway, I think like as far as Blur goes, besides the stuff that we're gonna talk about today, that was really just the biggest news over the past week. So if you guys want to get Sweeper Cell started, we can get this thing kicked off. What do you guys think?
Let's do it.
Let's go. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so today we're going to be looking through the top 10 NFT projects on OpenSea and choosing whether we would buy them or sell them based on their current prices. It's a little game we call Sweep or Sell, and today we're adding a fun new element to the game. Last place from the previous week has to do a punishment at the end of stream, so be sure to stick around to see what happens to the loser. And without further ado, these are the results from last week. We got Ty in first place, 5 out of 10 correct. Best PNL, Kaizen in second, and then it's fun, so much fun hyping up myself who's gonna do the punishment when I already know it's me, sitting in last place. So I earned it. Congrats to y'all. Ty, do you have any celebratory words for us?
You know, I think I got the first two. I think I went 2 weeks in a row when we started this, and it's been a while since I've taken the dub. I also feel like any words of inspiration are invalidated because I still lost about an ETH, it looked like. So, you know, I'll take it. A dub is a dub, right? But yeah, I wouldn't follow my bags right now. All eyes on Kaizen's wallet.
Yo, congrats though, man. You won. I mean, that's the game, is to end up with the most ETH, and you won it, man. So you gotta take it.
Yep, he is humble in victory, humble in defeat. You gotta love it.
Yes.
But this is the detailed view from last week. I'll try zooming in. It's not letting me zoom in. But yeah, it was split. There were 4 things out of the 10 that went up, 6 things that went down. We all got hit hard on the 999 club. So that started last week at 31.9 and ended up down almost 3 ETH to where it's currently sitting at 28.99 floor. And then the biggest win, and this is what set Ty apart from the rest of us, he swept Azuki. Azuki went from 9.91 to 11.49, increase of 1.58 over the week. So congrats on the moves, Ty. Yeah, congrats on the moves. You're killing it.
You know, shout out to Azuki for getting me over the hump here. That's the big boss move of the week. If you got in on Azuki, you're doing well.
I think Ty had some inside knowledge on the golden skateboard. I think that's what he knew that was coming, and so he bought.
Yeah, we might have to put an asterisk next to last week's results.
Chill.
Hey, I don't want to sidetrack it, but what do you guys think about the golden skateboard?
I honestly don't know much about it. Ty, this is probably this is a good Ty question.
I like what Azuki's doing. You tie in the physical goods to like a specific trait in the project and getting some hype. Like they're really good at doing that, and they've got a great community that buys in. And at the same time, like they just pulled in, I don't know, almost like 3,000 ETH, which is a ton of dough right now. So shout out to Azuki for finding a way to, take some more liquidity out of the market and keep us in this bear.
It really is not easy to sell that much in a bear market. So that is really impressive. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm gonna go on record saying that I love it. I think it was just like pitch perfect for that community. Like that's obviously they responded. I mean, a golden skateboard is pretty sick. Like I mean, imagine. I think I saw this on the timeline somewhere. Like, what would a Bored Ape golden skateboard go for, right? Like, regardless of the market. Like, I think it's just a clever idea, man. Like, gold is like the ultimate trait. And to make it something physical in real life, like what a genius move.
Genius.
Yeah.
And they're actually 24 karat gold plated.
I think so.
That's insane.
I hear those things are like 40 pounds total or something wild like that.
Damn.
Like definitely you can't skate on it, but it's an absolutely sick piece of art.
That's what I was gonna say. Like what Degen is gonna bust a kickflip on it.
Man, I
to like ride on that thing.
Man, I just imagine the whole thing just cracking and all the gold just like falling into pieces. Like that'd be such a shame.
It would be badass if there was like a dope skater in the community and Dingling was just like, yo, take it. And he just shredded like a 3 flip down the 5 set or something like that.
Bro, it's got to be like the tiniest thin layer of gold ever, but I guess we'll see. I mean, that'd be a shame too, right? If you got it and like you could feel it like coming apart in your hands. Like, let's hope that they did some QC on these things.
I got a feeling based on that jacket that the skateboard's going to be legit.
Yeah, I hope so.
I saw some investigative people trying to calculate how much gold was on that thing. And I saw people like numbers ranging from like $300 to like, thousands of dollars. But I think since it's plated, it probably isn't like, too crazy. But still, an awesome skateboard nonetheless. But anyway, let's get this thing kicked off right here. So we're on OpenSea, top 10 collections right here. These are the ones we're going to be looking at today, starting with, we're going to start at number 10 and make our way up to the top. So a lot of Reddit is going to be slated for today. We're talking ENS, Mutant Apes. This is Streetmachine, right? STM?
Yep.
Thank you for the help, Ty. Kodas, CryptoPunks. So let's get into it. Number 10 for the day. We got the Foustlings X Reddit collectible avatars. I'm sure you guys have been seeing Reddit and the Reddit NFTs everywhere on Twitter today. Do any of y'all use Reddit? Because I personally don't. So I want to kick it to one of you guys if you do before I start talking on it.
I used to be a big Reddit guy, like just to find general information. Like whenever I had that, especially when I used to work in an office, when I had like 5 or 10 minutes, I could kick back and relax in my computer, scroll through my subreddits that I'm subscribed to. And that's a place where I learned a lot about crypto and the DeFi. And like, that was a great resource for me just to learn about the ecosystem. And unfortunately, there wasn't ever any really good NFT content. Maybe that's changed. But as soon as I got deep in NFTs, man, I just didn't have time for it. I'd rather just degen than waste my time just browsing stuff.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I used to check Reddit out a lot more than I do now, but I'll pop on there like once a week, like Kaizen said, and just kind of check some shit out. I didn't realize how quickly it was turning into like a crypto platform though. But over the last couple of weeks, like it's definitely hit the radar a bunch, and I'm not surprised to see some of these collections where they are.
Yeah, to me this was a total surprise, but I'm kind of in the same boat as y'all, where I'll use Reddit whenever I need to like look up something, but not a huge like everyday Reddit user over here. But for those people who haven't heard anything about these avatars, basically each is a collectible digital asset, like basically just avatar for the platform. It gets you special access to, you get a special something with your profile. Your comments are like highlighted. Just, you know, it makes you stand out on the platform. NFTs are on Polygon, and that's pretty much it. Each collection is just a collab between Reddit and then different creators from their platform. So this is the Reddit X Foustlings collection, and these things have been going crazy. 1.5 floor price. For me, as somebody who doesn't use Reddit, I tweeted earlier, do I use Reddit? No. So am I gonna buy this? No. And I'm probably just
Classic.
You know, front running the rest of my choices on these other Reddit collections. But yeah, for me, I think a lot of people are riding just the hype of these being up. But yeah, I don't think it's super sustainable in my opinion. Just because there's a ton of different I don't know what the word for it is. There's a bunch of the different NFTs that look the exact same. So I can see people not being as attached to these and just dumping ship. But yeah, what do you guys think?
Man, I love the idea of it. Like just the way it's kind of the Trojan horse to get people into the ecosystem, into the Web3 ecosystem, and to get NFTs, branding them as digital collectibles. Like they nailed that side of it. But I totally agree with you, Paper, that I feel like maybe the art's a little low effort. Like they could have done some generative stuff to just change the traits a little bit better, and that would have made this everything, I think, I don't know, more valid, because ultimately those are additions, and I was kind of having trouble finding out the supply of some of these things when I was just trying to decide if I was going to ape in, and they don't have all that sorting capability unless I'm just not looking closely at it. Like I feel like the actual execution of the artwork and the traits, like that was maybe a fumbled bag. But overall, man, I think it's a great thing for our space.
So would you sweep these or sell these at 1.5?
Yeah, cutting straight to the point, man. I am going to sell.
Gotcha. And then Ty, how are you feeling about these?
It's kind of a tough call. Like there's great points, I think, to be had on both sides. I think you're probably major up right now if you're holding one of these. But what stands out to me is the 85% unique holders. I don't know how many more of this Foustling collection that there's going to be. But that's pretty legit. And where there's smoke, there's fire. So I'm going to sweep.
Going out on a limb for this one. All right. Yeah, for me, I will say I do like the art on these. I am selling, like I said earlier, but I don't know. I personally don't see even with the unique percentage up, I don't see the buy pressure coming in. Like I only see people want to buy this stuff if they want to make money. And to me, that's a quick way to get wrecked. So,
True.
Yeah. Yes. All right. Collection number 9, ENS Domains. One of our favorite, this popping up every single week. Still 28.99 floor. We all swept this last week. We all got wrecked. We all lost about 3 ETH on that. I personally don't think these are going anywhere. Like I've seen a lot less talk about the 999 Club on Twitter, but I feel like they're already an established community. People want to be there. It's in a way digital real estate. I really don't know anything that we haven't already said about this collection that we can say, but I swept these last week at 31.9, so I'm gonna sweep here at 29. Is anybody switching up from last week?
I'll sweep them too. I think they kind of hover right around this point, and this is one that could go either way. It's really a toss-up.
All right, so looking at some recent sales here, we had a 29 and a 27 in the past week, 26 also in the past week, and before that, not too many of them. A lot of them going over 40. So Kaizen, how you feeling? Oh no, did we lose Kaizen?
Sorry guys, I was muted. I was rambling on, but I'm super bullish on these long term. I think that these are digital real estate. I mean, come on, there's only 999 of them. But I think that the people holding these right now are just flippers, and they will eventually fall into people with diamond hands that resonate with a number, or they're going to make that their digital identity. But I think it's still filled so much with flippers. We have a little bit of downward momentum, so I feel like it's going to drop a little bit more. So just for this week, I'm going to sell it.
All right, respect. We don't see very many we don't sell these very often. So yeah, I'm excited to see what happens there, but totally valid points across the board. Next thing we got on the agenda, collection number 8 for the day, is STM locked. Ty, I'm gonna let you kick it off with this. You know a lot more about Streetmachine than I do. How do you feel about a 0.223 floor price on these things? And what are they?
So STM locked it's basically like the Ranga box for Streetmachine. So it's manual reveal. So some of the artwork is already revealed, and the boxes have kind of trended down just a little bit since reveal on Saturday night. I still think the art's pretty dope, but I also feel like there's a chance that these keep going down just a little bit, maybe. If they're going to start trending up, I don't know, it might be a little consolidation. Like the art hits, but it's not going super crazy. The team is legit, and it seems like the team's got solid plans behind the project. But I'm going to sell.
All right, Ty selling. Kaizen, how do you feel about these?
Yeah, I'm gonna sell it too, guys. The art doesn't quite hit for me compared to some of the other stuff we've seen lately. Like even Kataro, maybe that. I think Kataro's got a little bit of that anime vibe to it. I just like that better. I just don't see it. I could be way off on this, but yeah, I'm gonna sell it.
This reminds me of something that I've got rugged on before, so I'm not really feeling the art. I agree. I think Kataro's art was better. I honestly heard that Streetmachine was supposed to be a rug before some influencers got in contact with the team. So for me, that's a big enough red flag to just sell this and move on with my day. So I'm also going to sell. Collection number 7. We got none other than the Mutant Ape Yacht Club, sitting at 13.8. Here, let me refresh this. Might be old. 13.84. Oh, actually 13.69. OpenSea's kind of jank today.
For the culture.
Do we have any news coming out for these? I know ApeCoin staking should be only a week away, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen on time.
I'm in the same boat. It seems like there's a potential delay on the horizon.
No pun intended. Or
See what I did there? I still feel like this is a pretty decent buy price though, and we might not get that delay until like a couple days before. If it's not bad news, or if the delay comes with a solid date or solid reasoning, if it even happens, I could see these going up a little bit. Because the 31st, that's a week from today, right?
that is.
So, ooh, this is a tough one. I'm gonna sweep them.
Ty sweeps. All right. So we got Ty sweeping. Ty, I feel the same way as you. I think it's kind of risky, but this feels like a good price. Volume's kind of down, but I'm not really seeing like too big of spikes here in this prices. I'm gonna sweep also. I think 13.8 is a decent price. 13.69. Willing to take a risk on some Yuga assets here. How about you, Kaizen?
You guys make really good points, and this is a really tough call. I think it's a coin flip. I feel like the price action, we had a little bit of a dump about a week ago with other news, and the more I think about this, I feel like the staking price, whatever that value is baked into this price right now, and I feel like people that are really trying to stake, they've already got their mutants locked and loaded, and that's priced in, and I feel like we have a really high probability of a staking delay. So adding those two things up, man, it makes me want to sell. So I'm gonna sell, and man, I want them to bounce so hard, man. I'm such a Yuga maxi and lover of the project and a bag holder, but damn, I feel like we're gonna retread a little bit.
Yeah, I am worried because we know that in this next week we are going to get an announcement. Damn, that makes me want to change my vote, but I'm sticking with sell. I'm sticking with sweep, and I'm hoping for the best on this one.
Yeah,
all right.
tough.
So, yeah, did you have something else there, Ty?
No, I'm good. I think I made the right move.
Hell yeah. I'm hoping we're right on that one. But anyway, we got collection number 6. It's another Reddit collection, the Senses. I actually kind of like this collab because it reminds me of the DMTs. Let me refresh the price here, make sure that we're still all good. My computer is being so slow. I think it's just because I'm running the AR camera and got the whole stream going and everything. But, well, yeah. I'll stop rambling here. According to this, floor price is 1.94. I'm going to stay consistent with my other Reddit theory of just like, I think we're close to the top. I think only influencers are buying this just to try to stay relevant. I think these are all going down. So I'm selling at 1.9.
Yeah, I'll chime in. I'm gonna sell too. Stay with my same thesis. But with one caveat, I'll be honest, I haven't dug into these different collections to see, which one of these is better or which one makes sense if you're going to buy. Like, that would be great to have somebody that's done that research to jump in with us sometime and help us delineate what we're looking at. But I do feel like we're near a very local top here. And I think it's going to pull back, man. I think these guys, these Reddit folks are going to want to take some profits. Why not, right? Like I think it was like a $10 or $100. It was between $10 and $100 to claim these.
And to your point, Reddit could add any number of collections like this that they want. So, which would just continue diluting the value, in my opinion. They'll have the same utility of you all get that. As long as you own a Reddit NFT, you get special privileges from your profile and in your comments on their platform, and that'll come from any partnership collection like this that they launch. So I can just see over time, as Reddit adds more collections, it just dilutes the value of these things. Who knows? I don't know if these specific creators have their own collector base, and I think that would be one of the biggest differences. Just wanted to throw that in there. I don't know either, and that would be some great research to do on these like individual creators.
Man, you made a great point about the supply. Like, that's a huge thing. Like, yeah, they're not gonna. I mean, they're making big money off of these. There's no reason why they're not gonna just keep pumping them out.
Ty, are you gonna switch up from your original? You swept the first collection of these. How are you feeling about these?
Yeah, I mean, the same way that you guys are sticking to your guns, I have to do the same over here. So I'm definitely sweeping these, keeping my fingers crossed, looking at 89% unique holders and pretty thin floor, low key. So let's see what happens. This is the make or break right here.
I like it. You gotta stick with your gut. All right, we are halfway done on the Sweep or Sell collections. So collection number 5, it's not much different than what we just talked about. It's another Reddit collection. This one is a partnership with Rojom. So different artists, same character, the Reddit logo. These are sitting at 0.69 floor price. I think we can probably make this one pretty quick since everything we're saying applies here as well. Are we all keeping it the same? I am.
Yeah, keeping it the same over
Yeah,
here.
I'll sell. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Although I would say if I had to pick one to sell, it might be this one, low key. But I'm sweeping.
Yeah, you can't really tell that it's the Reddit guy besides the like very dark part of the picture.
Yeah, this one is weird.
I will say I am making a YouTube short / TikTok on everything that's going on about the Reddit stuff. It'll be out later today in case anybody wants to check that out.
Dope.
Yeah, gotta give the people what they want. Anyway, collection number 4, we have the Kodas sitting at 1.57 floor price. Let me see. Did we talk about these last week? We did. So last week, Kodas went down from 12 to 11.57. They didn't get they didn't get hit as hard as the Otherdeeds, because Otherdeeds started out at like 1.7 last week and ended at, they've reached down to like 1.13 and are back up to about 1.35-ish. But Kodas didn't get hit as hard as that. So that was something that Kaizen, you and I were talking about a little bit. Ty, you were in the group chat too. Do you guys feel like the Kodas are lagging behind the Otherdeed price?
Man, I think they're. Gosh, I guess I'll just go ahead and tell you guys I'm gonna sell. Like I think that they are gonna. I think the Otherdeed should move. That floor should be a little bit easier to sway up and down. I think a lot of the Koda holders are more diamond-handed, like really excited to see what these unlock in the game. But so they're waiting as long as they can, and I'm one of them. But man, they just keep falling. No announcements on the game. Like, come on, like give us something. I've got to sell until they give us something, and I just don't think that's going to happen. I think they're focused on staking and all that right now. They're not trying to complicate the message.
Yeah, I think those are really good points. I feel the same. I don't think we're going to get any type of short-term bounces on these things just because I don't see them announcing something for the Kodas before something about staking comes out, which is more related to the other side of the ecosystem. So I'm going to sell also, but I really don't think these will go down. I don't think these will get hit as hard as the Otherdeeds did, just because that all happened from the Looks Rare listing rewards, and that really only applies to floor assets. So yeah, I don't think Kodas are gonna undergo that same kind of sell pressure. Tanya, what do you think about the Kodas?
Yeah, I mean, look, you guys are definitely making some great points, especially Kodas compared to just the normal other side deeds. The one thing that I think we might see here, and I'm sure that these Koda holders are like less paper handsy, probably have a little bit more conviction overall. Kaizen, I mean, if you're selling, that's the sell signal though for me, low key. But I think that there might be a couple like ape or mutant holders who might have an extra Koda, and they might be interested in selling that and using it for ape coin instead to stake. That's the theory I'm working with here. So I think we're going to see a couple more sells between now and next week, and I think that price is going to drop just a little bit. So I'm going to sell.
Interesting. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, there probably are some people that need that ape coin for staking. I wonder if the staking delays are going to play into that at all. Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking out loud right now. I wish I could get another Koda. Also, wish I could stack some more ApeCoin, but we're being patient on it over here.
Yeah, and Ty, you made a good point, man, about selling these for ApeCoin, because when I was holding the ape, that's exactly what I was going to do. I didn't have nearly enough ape to stake and make it worthwhile, and that was one of the things I was going to move to get ApeCoin. So now I'm kind of reevaluating. But along this whole, I've sold 2 of the 3 I've had. So if I'm a good example, I mean, I'm definitely looking down the barrel of selling number 3. But the problem is, man, in this market, I might have to try, and if I try and do anything, I need to get somebody even with like a floor coda to try and trade up. Like I've got a tier 5 land with an artifact. And so it's like to get that value right now, just listing it, it's almost impossible. So, I mean, I would really have to list in that like bottom 5 on the floor to actually get anybody to buy it. So that makes it even more, it's harder to stomach when you got to do that, but that's bear market listings.
Yeah, super good point. Yeah, it's hard to get it's hard to get that value out of it because there's so much sell pressure on these things right now. Yeah, really good to keep in mind. I also want to throw in, I bought one of these. I bought a floor one at 1.16. So I'm like working on trying to average in around 1. So I'm hoping that we did get a nice little dip so I can scoop some more up close to 1 ETH.
Man, I think your wish is going to come true. So I think 1 ETH floors program. Sorry for any of the bag holders.
You heard it here first. All right, collection number 3. This is another exciting one. There's a lot of news coming out of this one today. The CloneX artifact ecosystem. Did you guys see the new announcement with the new collab with Rimowa?
Was that I think I might have. It's not a luggage thing, is it?
It is, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I saw that. I think that's cool, man. Go ahead, and if you want to talk about it, please explain it, because I just saw a picture of it. I don't really know the details.
Yes, so like basically, it's gonna be kind of hard to explain. Oh, I shouldn't have done the audio thing. But basically, Artifact has a collab coming with Rimowa, which, like you said, is a luggage company. They're making actual luggage bags that you're gonna be able to forge from the NFT and create an original or a physical version of that you can actually buy. So basically, they're deploying it through lore in a way. So there's a Artifact Rimowa space station workshop located in the constellation that's part of Artifact's ecosystem, and they're really just through a story they're releasing these different collections. So there's going to be 2,222 of these worker bots that get released. It's going to cost 0.08 ETH. I guess it's just a new avatar somewhat connected to Rimowa, and there's just going to be a community there's going to be events where everyone can work together and eventually end up minting this stuff. So like it says right here, worker bot going to be this amount, 0.08, All this stuff drops in 3 days on October 27th. And then here's the luggage, which is going to cost 2.3 ETH. And you're actually going to be able to redeem the physical version of it. And they have their NFC chip technology combined with it. So you're actually going to be able to attach the NFT to it. And who knows what kind of benefits that's going to have in the future. But this is the new exciting stuff that's coming out.
How much did you say it is?
This luggage right here is 2.3 ETH, and it's supposed to be priced around $3,000.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's not cheap, but and also 888 of these, so not that many of them.
Man, I like the innovation. One thing I don't flex, man, is like my luggage when I'm traveling. Like, I don't want anybody to steal my shit. Like, like that's the one. I don't want to have a blinged out piece of luggage that when I'm fucking in a layover, falling asleep, somebody just says like, okay, I know that that's worth some money, and all of a sudden all my stuff is gone. I mean, obviously that's kind of a little bit of a paranoid take, but yeah, maybe for flipping that might make sense. I don't know.
That's actually the exact same reason why I would not want the luggage either, personally.
I like it. Ty, what do you think about it?
So I had no idea they dropped this collaboration until you guys just brought it up right now, but it's pretty dope. I mean, I'm not exactly flexing my luggage either. And 2.3 ETH is a ton of cash.
Yes.
For like a carry-on, bro. That doesn't even look like a big suitcase.
Yeah, give me the golden skateboard, man. Like, I'll take that. I'll take that. I don't need this one.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get one of these worker bots because since it's only 0.08 and it's set up to where not even every artifact, not every Clone X holder is gonna be able to get one. So for me, I think if you can luck into one of these, it's gonna be a pretty solid, easy profit. Not financial advice. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be trying to do over these next few days. So with all that in mind, Artifact hasn't really moved since the announcement came out. It's 8.85. I guess I'll get us started. It's tough. It's so tough because I think this is probably the correct price for the Clone X's. I'm gonna sell. Yeah, because we got the news, didn't get much of a pump. I think it is what it is on this one. Kaizen, we'll give it to you next.
Man, this is a tough one. Like I kind of teased at the beginning, I'm trying to make some moves, get some more liquidity, and this is something that's high on my list. Like, I love the way that they keep innovating, and I've mentioned this on the podcast. I was concerned that them being attached to Nike, like they just wouldn't be able to make those big moves because Nike maybe wouldn't understand it, and like the fact that they didn't have a big party in NYC, like that, I kind of was blaming Nike for that, where they're like, yeah, why would we waste $1 million on this party when, we could, like, this is such a small part of our business. But man, they just keep innovating. And I've been on the sideline watching these things since they dropped. I liked them, didn't buy in, and I'm getting really, really close to buying in. So I feel like that's probably a top signal. So I'm going to sell it, and I'm going to try right now I'm feeling like I'm going to try and buy it on this little dip that is probably coming.
Nice. Would love to have you in the community. I forgot that you don't have a clone. But yeah, totally valid points right there. Ty, how do you feel about these? Updated floor price 8.8, by the way.
8.8. It's already gone down. Look at that. Kaizen is making some really good points, and I do think they're going to dip a little bit, but I don't see them going too much lower. Like, they bounced pretty hard right around 6 or whatever that was. And like you guys said, those partnerships that they have locked in, what they've been continuously delivering since they've started, makes me feel really good about Clone X long term. But in the next week or so, I'm just going to try to play it safe and sell.
Nice.
Yep.
I respect it. Yeah.
Agree with everything you were saying right there. Gotta love it. Collection number 2. Following the theme of today, it's another Reddit one. This actually has an NFT that somebody bought for 18 ETH, which is just under 25 grand.
Damn.
And we were talking about gold skateboards earlier. This collection has the gold, whatever you call the Reddit avatar. It has a name, I just can't remember it.
I think it's Snoop.
Gold
SN,
Snoop. There we go.
Yeah, SNOO. Yeah.
Snoop. Hell yeah. I assume we're going to be saying the same things for this one as the others. I just did want to throw in there about that high sale that someone bought, because I don't know if that'll have anything to do with the floor price, but I cannot believe. Also, it was serial number 1, so that's why somebody paid 18 ETH for it. I'm gonna sell these either way. Floor is 4.6. Kaizen, are you keeping it the same from what we've been doing on the last ones?
Yeah, I got to, man. I feel like I've just got to go straight across the board. I don't know enough about the separate collections to say that one's going to keep going up. But if I was going to give weight to any of them, I would say whatever the first one of these. I know they did a 1-of-1 drop about a year ago, I think with 4 of them. But whatever the first one of these PFP ones is, I might give a chance to keep going up. But I think everything else is going to tank. So not tank, but we'll pull back. So I got to sell these 2.
Ty, are you sweeping these also?
Yeah, I'm going to hold true to my word and sweep them just in case. Like, you know what I mean? This is make or break. It's early on with Reddit. It's interesting that this one has, like, those stats are a little bit less for owners and listed, but I'll take the gamble.
I like it. Ty's swinging for the fences this week. It's I feel like the way this is going, it's either first or last for you.
Hey,
I respect
sometimes there's no other way. You know what I mean?
Like you said at the beginning of this stream, Degen's gonna Degen. And speaking of Degening, this is the number 1 collection for the day. One very close to our hearts. We got CryptoPunks at 65.99 floor price. Kaizen, you've been trading in and out of this collection lately. How do you feel about this floor price?
I think, man, it's a kind of a coin flip. It's been pretty stagnant. If anybody wants to pick up Punk 6755, you can see it there listed. I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. I think it's gonna creep up a little bit, but it's been pretty sideways the last couple weeks. Gosh, man, again, just long term. I mean, come on, you can't fade the punks.
I think you said it best right there. Like, I can't even think. I don't know. Even in a bear market, no matter how rough the bear market is, I feel like one of the safest purchases is probably a CryptoPunk. I don't own one, but I would love to someday. So I'm gonna sweep these also. Hi, you got the last vote for this episode of Sweep or Sell. How do you feel about CryptoPunks?
These are kind of a toss-up in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, they have been chopping sideways. They could go either way. It's just kind of what market are we in overall, and like, does someone buy a zombie or an alien? And then there's a couple other like sales. I'm gonna take the other side of the coin. I'll sell them, and we'll see what happens.
Hedge those bets somehow.
Exactly.
I think that's probably a solid move right there.
I did just swing Reddit.
And yeah, I think, Ty, I feel like, your plays this week, long term, obviously, we're not playing a long term game, but they would be ugly. But short term, I think you might be on it. So,
yeah, it's probably good to point out right now that while we play this game, we only count the prices from week to week. So, like, there's no buying or selling during the week. We take what the price is next Monday, and we determine if we win or lose based off that. So for you guys that joined us and want to see how we did, this is the perfect reason to watch it live, catch one of these episodes live. So let me see, make sure I got all that marked down. We got it all marked down. Hell yeah. Look at us. And that's going to do it for today's episode. But we do have the punishment section of the day. Trying this one. We're trying it out new. Haven't done it before. I'm the recipient of the first punishment, which is going to be Kaizen and Ty. You guys are going to have to choose a Twitter banner for me for this week. And I got to rock it till next Monday. So I hope y'all don't do me too dirty on this one. But
so we can just circle back sometime here and let you know what it's going to be.
Yeah, like if you guys think of anything, if you guys have anything in mind right now, let me know. I also got DALL-E pulled up. We can make something. See what happens. I got some credits.
Oh my gosh.
I know, I'm putting it all on the spot here, so it's not the easiest.
I can't think of anything right now, but I know that Ty and I can come up with something here, given a little time. But unless Ty's got something, man, like hit him with it.
Man, I don't know right off the top of my head, but I think we could probably do something with the Cheetah Gang.
Oh no.
Ooh, I love it.
Oh no.
Hi, nailing it.
Oh,
yes.
Man, this is gonna be worse than I thought.
I love it.
Oh man. All right, we'll talk about that one after this. We'll post it up on Twitter so people know what the punishment is. They can see the full what I gotta rock for the week. Hopefully not too bad, Cheetah Gang, but we'll see. But anyway, thanks for everybody for joining us today. We stream again every Monday at 1 p.m. Central on Twitch and YouTube. We just switched that up this week. Be sure to tune in next week to see how we did. Subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know when we're live. If you want to join the community, visit apewell.com. And I hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you